But anyway, so this will help you, but it might make you mad. And really, I can care what it does to you, but it'll help you if you'll take it and listen to me. And I put all my verses. Somebody even commented, I don't remember people doing that to me recently. Somebody, though, not too far back, said, I like the fact Dr. Jacobs puts his verses in here, so when you read it, you're not just thinking, that's my thought about it. No, that's what God said about it. So if you don't like my book, you don't like Jesus when it comes to this area. He's trying to grow you up, and me too. I didn't know that when I was a Baptist. They didn't teach that. I didn't know that when I went to seminary. They didn't teach that. Are you kidding me? They know nothing about it. But this is really the real deal. This is what I learned being a son to Dr. Dufresne for 20 years. I saw him come. I saw him go. I saw him brag about how they're going to hook up with Dad. And they saw his ministry. I guess they thought they was going to have a jet too. You know, there's a lot of arrogance in preachers. So I do my best to stay humble. Maybe I don't seem like it to you, but believe me, I am. If I'm not going to stay in it very much longer because you wash out. All right, just talking. I feel mean on the devil tonight. Not mean to you, but And this is a newer book too. God just gave me this saying, somebody is anointed to help you. And he talked to me about my dentist and all kinds of people. And he told me to leave that last guy I was with and go with somebody else. And you don't have to stay forever. That's something I learned too, you know. You know, I learned that. I don't know, you're not listening to me or what? You just tune me out when I'm giving commercials? Okay. Listen, I'd like you to buy my books because that lets me to get more books. I got 2 new books coming out. I don't know when they'll come out. One of them is on healing. And I'm going to put, I don't know, I didn't count them totally, but maybe 200 or 300 examples of people being healed in my ministry all these years, all over the world, if they wrote me. Some people don't. I'd say 1 in 10. And sometimes I don't even know God touched them until they tell me or they write me or let me know. I'm not a mind reader. I only can see what God shows me about people. And I'm just thinking, boy, it was I think that's important to have those written down. Because I had a lady that was in a meeting with me in Lima, Peru, South America. She's a Canadian lady married to a Canadian man. They were in the meeting. Dr. Dufresne was at his meeting. I was just one of the sons that was there. There was a bunch of us, maybe 15. I don't remember exactly. But he had me teach one service, and I got up and talked about redemption is by the blood. And then I talked about how I got a lady healed in Indiana of scoliosis of the spine, and how that angel reached through her midsection, grabbed her tailbone, and jerked on it like that. I saw it all in the spirit. And that back just went straightened right out. And the lady from Canada was over there. I don't know her, didn't know her then, I barely know her now. She got in the prayer line because I said that, because she had scoliosis in her back, curvature of the spine. It either goes in and out or like that, sideways. And she had a tumor in the middle of her back, she said about that big, that radiated pain constantly. And she caught me the next day coming in the meeting. It was like a long shotgun church. Man, they must have 1,200 people there when it's full. It's like 17 times longer than this sanctuary. I mean, it's a massive, to walk in and get to the front seat, it's a long way. And she kept saying, Dr. Jacobs, and I knew it wasn't a Hispanic person, because unless they're bilingual. I turned around, this lady from Canada said, do you remember me? I said, not really. She said, well, I was in your prayer line, but I was in the meeting last night when you were talking about the lady in Indiana. And she said, I just want you to know, I wouldn't have come forward, but you told about that lady getting healed of scoliosis. And I figured if God would heal her of that, he would heal me of that. And she said, my husband's with me. I went to bed last night. By the way, I didn't feel a thing when you laid hands on me. I said, well, thank you. I appreciate knowing that. I don't get offended if somebody's telling me something, normally. And she said, but I woke up this morning, my knot's gone, my back's straight. I'm totally healed. So I'm going through the airport. I think Dr. Hannibal was with me on that trip. And I'm going to get on whatever airline I'm on. I don't even remember. And she's in the line for Canada. And this airport is massive. I mean, I've been in some big airports, but That one in Lima, Peru is massive. I almost got arrested there one time. I won't tell that story on myself. And I yelled at that lady, "Hey, lady with the healed spine." She waved back. "How long had you had that problem?" "I was born with it." And she was about 33 to 35 years old. Being born with a crooked spine and a big knot that radiated pain constantly. And this is what I realized, and it stuck with me. I don't know. Some people talk to me, it sticks. Sometimes it doesn't. Don't ask me to talk about that. I might offend somebody. But anyway, I realized something went on with me when she said, "I only came forward because I heard you tell about the lady in Indiana." And I mean, for the first time in my life, that just went. From people all over the world, if they'll fill out the card I ask them to and tell me about what they got or didn't get or something, you know. And I'm going to try to put those all in one book. I'm not. If I remember it clearly, but if people write it down, it's really easy just to copy that.